Alright, so this is something else. People said they wanted to see cooking videos. I'm going to show you something interesting here today. My local Harris Teeter, they do this made fresh in store daily. Okay, mind you, this is frozen. It's been in the freezer. So it was packed on the 31st, sell by 118. Because they do this fresh in store daily, excuse me, they mark it down at the end of the day, and then the next day they mark it down even further. So that's a honey, ginger, and soy marinated chicken breast that I got for 33 cents. And another one that I got for 33 cents. So this is going to be a meal for three for around $1. So you got your trusty duty crock pot, cup of rice. Okay, but with the rice, make sure it's evenly spread throughout the bottom of the crock pot. And I literally just pulled these straight out of the freezer, and they're going in frozen. So there's 66 cents for 2 chicken breasts. Definitely want to watch the yellow tags. But generally, you know, they put the stuff on clearance, and it's that day is the sell-by date, and you can either cook it that evening, in which I'm in the grocery store 5 or 6 days out of the week for that very reason. That, well, we cook fresh every day, every day, every day, every day. Now, you gotta wash your hands of the chicken goo, soap and water. Now, if you spend more time at the grocery store, you get better deals. So for this, I got a can of green beans that I've already drained, that I'm just going to sprinkle around on the inside with the chicken. So 1 can of drained green beans. Now generally the ratio with rice, 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, but when I do the rice in the crock pot, I do 2.5 cups of water because it takes a longer time. So 2.5 cups of water. One, 2, and 1/2 cups. Now, in place of the water, you can use chicken stock, you can use whatever, but guess what? If you don't have chicken stock, I like to repurpose ramen noodle seasoning. Because when I make my ramen noodles, I don't make it as soup. I make it as Asian style noodles with sriracha and hoisin. Or not, excuse me, not sriracha and hoisin, sriracha and soy sauce. So I'm going to add 2. This is roast chicken. It's got a deeper flavor. And yeah, I know, sodium, 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 sodium. But it's whatever it is. You're going to consume some sodium in your day. Might as well have some flavor to go with that sodium. Now, in addition to that, you want to kind of make sure you get that down in there. You don't have to mix it all the way. Just break it up somewhat. And I have found that in an effort to keep the rice from sticking to the inside of the crock pot, butter, or if you don't use butter, margarine. I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of butter in there. Oh, and it's healthy. Butter. I use butter, I don't use margarine, but that's just me. It's preference. If you prefer hydrogenated vegetable turds, that's entirely up to you. And last but not least, Parmesan cheese. Nice coating over the top. That happens to be the end of that Parmesan cheese. I got another one around here somewhere. That I'll come back to that in my own time. So, you got, these go on sale at my store, at the local Harris Teeter. Buy 2, get 3 free. And we'll call them with tax, they're about 75 cents. So you get 5 cans of noodles for like $1.50. You do the math there, it's what, 30 cents a can? Okay, so we got 66 cents worth of chicken, 30 cents worth of green beans, repurposed ramen noodle seasoning, oh, that's in the trash, some butter, a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I mean, you're looking at, you know, a bag of rice. You get a pound of rice for what? $1. I mean, and it's got like 6 cups of rice in it. So I mean, you're looking at less than about $1.35 to feed 3 people, and then this will be leftovers for the wife's lunch tomorrow as well. And I'm going to put it on high for 6 hours. Walk away from it. Done. All right, now flash forward about 5 hours, give or take. You got chicken. Got that cheese is all nice and crunchy on the green beans. Nice layered cheese on top of the chicken. The rice is all nice and fluffy. And this chicken is going to be just about fall apart. You barely even need a knife to just kind of push through it to cut it up. See you in a second. What you end up with is essentially old chicken. Then you got your green beans and your rice over here, in which at this point I like to come through, add a little bit more Parmesan cheese, because everything's better with Parmesan cheese if you ask me. Anyway, yeah. So mind you, prep time on this, about 6 minutes. And that's dinner for 3 for less than $1.50. It probably will actually take longer to clean the crock pot out than it took to make this. Anyway, that is cheap and easy, non-alkaline electric chicken and rice in the crock pot.